Welcome back to Project 365. We are on the second to last day of Project 365, which is, I believe, Julie and I are very excited about. I know that I am. Anyway, question for today, Julie, what have we learned in the last 365 days?
Well, one, we have learned that the more you do something, consistency, you get better at it. So we've learned that. I think we've learned on these videos, we definitely take ourselves less seriously. I think we were probably pretty rigid when we first started them. So it's like, we're just more naturally ourselves now. And I think we learned that we should probably, I've learned that maybe we should like talk through and think through things before we commit to them a little bit more. What have you learned?
Well, I knew that last one from years ago, or not years ago. I mean, 2 years ago almost, when we started this business. It's like, hey, pump the brakes. I mean, we just had a conversation today where it's like, hey, here's this idea. We should start doing this. It's like, nope, let's continue working on the things that we're good at, that we're trying to build out, and then we'll bring in a new idea.
To be clear, I did clarify. I'm not saying we should do it. I'm just saying this is an idea.
And we were waiting for the but.
I didn't have a but, did I? I didn't have one.
But yeah, definitely think through the commitment before you make the commitment. And I think that goes for business and in life. People often just say, hey, can you do X? And people say yes. And then the people who committed don't realize what they actually got themselves involved with. And then they're stressed because they're dealing with a bunch of shit that they don't want to deal with, or they just don't actually come through on their end. And then we all know those people who, hey, can you help me move a couch on Saturday? And then they're just a no-show and they don't answer their phone or text messages. We all know those people. So think through the commitment, start to finish, before you actually say yes to any commitment, including business. Because the idea of owning a business sounds fun. People are like, I want to be an entrepreneur. There's a lot of great things, and there's a lot of things that suck about it.
Yeah, I mean, this was an exercise in consistency and commitment, but it wasn't awful. It wasn't awful, right? We put out a lot of really good content.
Sure, but it seemed a lot easier when I said yes, to probably about like 2 or 3 months in. I was like, we still have like 9 months to go.
I know. I know.
Think through those commitments, folks.
All right, we will see you tomorrow for our final question on Project 365.